Excellencies, honorable delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the program with the signing of the joint communiqué. I'm pleased to now invite the heads of delegations to kindly take their position at the signing table. We shall begin with the head of delegation of Brunei Darussalam and members of the delegation. We welcome you to the signing table. Members of the media, please do kindly take note. We will have the heads of delegation and members of delegation at the signing table, which is situated in the center of the hall. Please do kindly train your cameras in that direction to record the moments in time when the delegates will be placing their signatures on the joint communiqué. With the cameras now focused on you, we invite the heads of delegation to place their signatures on the joint communiqué. Thank you, Brunei Darussalam. As we continue with the signing of the joint communiqué, I'd like to invite the head of delegation of the Kingdom of Cambodia and members of the delegation to now take their place at the signing table. To the head of delegation, we'd like to invite you to kindly place your signature on the joint communiqué while members of the media record this photo opportunity. Thank you to the Kingdom of Cambodia. As we move forward with the signing ceremony, I would like to now invite the head of delegation of Indonesia and members of delegation to the signing table. We'd like to invite the head of delegation to place signature on the joint communiqué. Thank you, Indonesia. And next, I have the pleasure of inviting the head of delegation of Lao PDR and members of delegation to the signing table. Thank you, Lao PDR. We shall now proceed with the next delegation. It is my honor to invite the head of delegation of the Philippines and members of delegation to the signing table. Thank you to the Philippines. We now proceed with the signing ceremony of the joint communiqué by inviting the head of delegation of Singapore and members of the delegation to kindly proceed to the signing table. Thank you, Singapore. I now have the pleasure of inviting the next delegation to the signing table. I would like to welcome the head of delegation of Thailand and the delegates to the signing table for the joint communiqué signing ceremony. Thank you, Khopun Khap, Thailand. As we move forward with the next delegation, it's my honor to invite the head of delegation from Vietnam and the delegates to take their place at the signing table. Thank you, Vietnam. And the final delegation that we'll invite to the signing table, of course, the host nation. Please welcome the head of delegation and the delegation from Malaysia. Kindly take your places at the signing table. Let's invite the head of delegation to kindly place his signature on the joint communiqué. And to our host nation, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the delegates of Malaysia. And we truly hope on behalf of the host nation that you've all felt the Malaysian hospitality while you're here, delegates. Thank you very much. And on that note, I would like to respectfully invite His Excellency Tan Sri Dr. Johari bin Abdul, President of AIPA and Speaker of the House of Representatives, accompanied by Her Excellency Architect Siti Rozai Merianti, to sign the joint communique of the 46th AIPA General Assembly. Thank you to the President and Secretary General of AIPA. Thank you, Your Excellency Tan Sri Dr. Johari bin Abdul. Thank you, Your Excellency Architect Siti Rozai Merianti, Dato Haji Abdul Rahman. Your Excellencies, would like to kindly invite you back to your seats. And with the conclusion of the signing of the joint communique, we will now move on to the next part of our event, ladies and gentlemen. The next order of business is the closing ceremony of the 46th AIPA General Assembly. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we shall begin with the presentation of the AIPA Distinguished Service Awards. In this year's AIPA General Assembly, we received nominations for the AIPA Distinguished Service Award. After the discussion in the Committee on Organizational Matters, the meeting agreed to confer the award on the Honorable Jose C. D. Venecia Jr. and the Honorable Lim Biao Chuan. The conferment is in recognition of their meritorious service and outstanding contributions to the betterment of AIPA. I have the honor of inviting first His Excellency Tan Sri Dr. Johari bin Abdul, accompanied by Her Excellency Architect Siti Rozai Merianti, Dato Haji Abdul Rahman, Secretary General of AIPA, to hand over the plaque and certificate. I'd like to invite the Honorable Jose C. D. Venecia Jr., President of AIPA 1994 and 2006, as well as former Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Philippines, to receive the plaque, certificate, and resolution. Let's congratulate our first recipient of the AIPA Distinguished Service Awards, the Honorable Jose C. D. Venecia Jr. Thank you for your service to AIPA, Honorable Jose C. D. Venecia Jr., President of AIPA 1994 and 2006. Congratulations. Once again, a big round of applause for our first recipient This evening, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Jose C. de Venecia Jr.
His Excellency Sri Dato Johari bin Abdul, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my beloved husband, former five-time Speaker Jose de Venecia, and our family, allow me to express our heartfelt gratitude to the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly, the AIPA, for bestowing upon him the AIPA Distinguished Service Award. This recognition is not only a tribute to his years of public service, but also a reaffirmation of his lifelong commitment to peace, reconciliation, and development in ASEAN and in wider international community. This award brings back to the historic moment on September 2006 in Cebu City, Philippines, when the House of Representatives, under the leadership of Speaker de Venecia, hosted the General Assembly of what was then the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Organization, or the AIPO. It was in that pivotal event that AIPO was transformed into the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly, AIPA, thereby laying the foundation of what many of us believe will one day evolve into the ASEAN Parliament. It was also in the same assembly, again led by Speaker de Venecia, that the establishment of the AIPA Secretariat in Jakarta was approved. This decision not only strengthened the institutional backbone of AIPA, but also paved the way for the historic election of a Filipino Congressman, Antonio Cuenco, as the first AIPA Secretary General. These milestones achieved under his stewardship remain enduring contributions to the ASEAN's journey towards deeper unity and cooperation. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues, and friends, on behalf of my husband, Jose de Venecia, and our family, thank you once again for this recognition. May this award inspire not only him, but also all of us in AIPA to continue building bridges of understanding, to keep parliaments at the forefront of inclusive growth, and to strive unceasingly for a sustainable and peaceful ASEAN and world community. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. de Venecia, for those words. Taking us through the storied history of contribution and the life that is full of service, recognized today with the first award conferment. Once again, we congratulate an individual of great service and dedicated his entire life towards the betterment of our communities. Congratulations to the Honorable Jose C. de Venecia Jr. And next, we welcome the Honorable Lim Biao Chuan, former Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Singapore, to receive the plaque, certificate, and resolution from the President of AIPA. Congratulations to the Honorable Lim Biao Chuan. In keeping with the President's set, let's have some members of the delegates from Singapore join the Honorable Lim Biao Chuan on stage for a celebratory photograph. Once again, congratulations to the Honorable Lim Biao Chuan, former Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Singapore. I'd like to invite His Excellency Tan Sri and Her Excellency Architect Siti Rosai Merianti to kindly remain up front as we witness a quick word from the Honorable Lim Biao Chuan, our second recipient of the awards this evening.
Excellencies, thank you very much for the privilege of serving and for this award. I'm indeed privileged to be of service to AIPA. I've attended many sessions. My first AIPA session was in 2006 in the wonderful country of Philippines in Cebu. Yes. And over many years, I had this wonderful experience of being in many of our ASEAN countries. And I want to thank Your Excellency, I want to thank AIPA for this wonderful opportunity of serving. It has been a great experience. I have made many friends amongst many MPs, as well as Secretariat staff. They have been wonderful people. And I think AIPA is a wonderful organization, well led by Secretary General, well led by the various heads of delegation, as well as the president of each AIPA General Assembly. And I just hope that we will all continue to work together to better the lives of all our citizens in our respective countries. So thank you very much to every one of you for giving us this privilege. I am deeply grateful. And sir, congratulations to you as well for your many years of service to the country of Philippines as well as to ASEAN. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations once again, Honorable Lim Biao Chuan, former Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Singapore. I would like to invite Tan Sri and Her Excellency Architect Siti Rosai Merianti to kindly remain up front as we move on with the next part of the agenda this evening, the conferment ceremony of the new AIPA Observer Parliament. In this year's AIPA General Assembly, we received an official application for observer status. After the discussion in the Committee on Organizational Matters, the meeting agreed to confer observer status to the National People's Assembly of Algeria. I have the pleasure now to invite the head of delegation from the National People's Assembly of Algeria to receive a copy of the resolution on granting observer status from the President of AIPA. May we kindly invite the head of delegation, accompanied by members of the delegate, to kindly take their place on stage to receive the copy of the resolution on granting observer status. We warmly welcome the National People's Assembly of Algeria as they will be conferred the observer status within AIPA. Congratulations and welcome. Thank you to the honorable members of the National People's Assembly of Algeria for joining us. Your Excellencies, honorable delegates, we will now proceed with the transfer of office of the Secretary General of AIPA. First and foremost, I have the honor of inviting Her Excellency Architect Siti Rosai Merianti Dato' Haji Abdul Rahman, the outgoing Secretary General of AIPA, and His Excellency Dr. Chem Widya, incoming Secretary General of AIPA, to kindly sit at the signing table. I would like to invite His Excellency Tan Sri, President of AIPA, to witness the signing and the handover of the instrument of transfer. I'd like to invite both outgoing and incoming Secretary General to place their signature on the documentation. And let us have a quick photograph. To witness the official transfer. Can we have Tan Sri now place his signature to complete the documentation? And officially now, the documentation is complete. Thank you, Tan Sri. We'd like to invite the President of AIPA to kindly return to his seat. And now I have the pleasure of inviting Her Excellency Architect Siti Rosa Merianti Dato Haji Abdul Rahman, the 6th Secretary General of AIPA, to deliver her speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Tan Sri Datu Dr. Johari bin Abdul, President of AIPA, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Malaysia, Excellencies, Head of Delegations and Honorable Members of Parliaments and Observer Parliaments, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. As I stand before you at the close of this 46th AIPA General Assembly, I am filled with gratitude, humility, and hope. This is a moment of farewell, but also of continuity as we prepare to welcome my successor from Cambodia as the 7th Secretary General of AIPA. My own journey began in January 2023. Carrying the mandate of the 43rd AIPA General Assembly in Cambodia to develop the first ever AIPA's strategic plan. That process required extensive consultations, honest reflection, and a collective commitment to chart the course of our institution. But through the hard work of all our member parliaments and secretariats, the strategic plan was adopted at the 44th General Assembly in Indonesia, becoming the framework that continues to guide us till today. Building on that foundation, we advanced further initiatives, the Plan of Action Implementation Framework on Women's Political Participation and Leadership, or we normally call it as WPPL, mandated under AIPA at the 44th General Assembly, and the Parliamentary Implementation Framework on the ASEAN Guidelines and Responsible Investment in Food, Agriculture, and Forestry, also known as ASEAN RAI, continuing the groundwork laid by my predecessor, Madam Nguyen Thong Van of Vietnam. At the same time, we broaden AIPA's reach through community outreach initiatives. The AIPA Roadshow, AIPA Cast, Model AIPA, and many more. Each of these efforts was meant to connect parliamentary work more directly with the people we represent. I am deeply grateful for the support and trust of AIPA member parliaments, our observer parliaments, and our external partners. It has been through collaboration that these initiatives became possible. Above all, I owe a special tribute to the team of the AIPA Secretariat. Please. They are the most dedicated and hard-working colleagues I could ever hope for. Many are young, yet they are bright, resourceful, and determined. Their energy and ideas have shaped every step of this journey, and I am immensely proud of them. I would also like to thank my mom, Mariam. Where is she? I know she's here. My mom, who always accompany me in every General Assembly. She's my bodyguard. I love you, Mom. And 3 out of my 5 sons, they're here too. Where are they? Hadi, Azim, they're somewhere around here, Wafi. Thank you for your love, for your support and patience, and being here. Excellencies, the position of Secretary General is not meant to be purely administrative. It is strategic because it represents the face of AIPA, both within and beyond our region. But it must never be political. Whoever serves in this position must lead with an ASEAN heart, setting aside national boundaries and embodying the collective identity of this community. I am a Bruneian by nationality. Very proud. But from the moment I assumed this office, I carried myself as part of ASEAN. Not merely as its citizen, but as someone fully devoted to its ideals and integration. And that is how I sought to guide my team, the secretariats, always anchored in the aims and purposes defined in our statutes. Some may have called me overly energetic and at times nudged me to slow down. With my team, it became a running joke. In my first year, I told them, we will not walk, we will run. In my second year, I said, we will sprint. In my third year, we shall teleport. But I believe that as long as our work remains true to AIPA statutes and the resolutions agreed by our members, then our energy is not misplaced. It is deemed necessary. This year alone, nearly 20 operative clauses among the 42 resolutions from various standing committees have tasked the AIPA Secretariat with follow-up. The AIPA Secretariat is made up with only 17 people. We cannot possibly carry this task on our own. These tasks are the very mandates entrusted by you, our AIPA member parliaments. Even the most energetic and dynamic secretariat needs the ownership and support of every member parliament to turn these resolutions into implementation. To my successor, allow me to offer this message. Please take care of my remarkable team. Believe me, they have not been sleeping, because I was with them too. They are AIPA's greatest assets. I trust you will continue the initiatives already set in motion, the WPPL, the ASEAN Right frameworks, the outreach platforms that connect AIPA more closely than with our communities. And at the same time, I look forward to seeing new ideas and initiatives that take shape under your leadership. I will always be cheering for your success and for AIPA's continued growth. Excellencies, leadership may change, but AIPA's strength lies in the collective will of both its members and the secretariats. when that will stays true to our statutes and to the voices of our peoples, AIPA will always remain relevant, resilient, and respected. Doa dan syukur dipanjatkan ke hadrat ilahi agar kerjasama terus kukuh dan harmoni. ASEAN makmur, itulah matlamat. Damai sejahtera menjadi kesan erat. Untuk akhirnya, terimalah ucapan selamat berpisah teman dan rakan. AIPA bersatu membawa keamanan, menyemai harmoni, damai dan kesejahteraan. With that, I thank you for all the honor of serving you as your 6th Secretary General of AIPA.
Thank you, Your Excellency Siti Rozai Merianti, Dr. Haji Abdul Rahman, the 6th Secretary General of AIPA. And with that, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now invite the incoming Secretary General of AIPA to kindly take the stage and deliver his speech. Please welcome His Excellency Dr. Chem Widya.
Excellency Tan Sri Dato Dr. Johari bin Abdul, President of the 46th AIPA General Assembly and Speaker of the House of Representatives of Malaysia, សម្ដេចមហារដ្ឋសភាទីកាបតីប្រធានរដ្ឋសភា Excellencies, Honorable Speakers, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a sense of profound gratitude and humility that I stand before you today, following the inspiring farewell of Her Excellency Siti Rozai Merianti Datu Haji Abdul Rahman, the 6th Secretary General of AIPA. I wish to express my sincere and highest appreciation to all ASEAN member parliaments for the trust and confidence you have placed in my person by endorsing my appointment as the 7th Secretary General of the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly, AIPA. This is not only a personal honor for myself, but also a distinct honor for the National Assembly and for the Kingdom of Cambodia as a whole. In this spirit, I pledge to serve AIPA and an unwavering ASEAN community with dedication and impartiality, in a community of nations unified in diversity. I humbly present my most profound gratitude to Samdech Akya Mahasnapadi Daicho Hun Sen, President of the Senate of Cambodia, for the mark of confidence and trust that he has bestowed upon me. My thought of deepest and ever gratitude also go to my late parents who served their country Cambodia with full dedication to the end. Excellencies, I pledge to give my very best to uphold ASEAN's unity and solidarity to strengthen our shared vision of ASEAN Community 2045 and to serve with deep commitment the AIPA member parliaments. I recognize the indispensable role of parliamentarians in shaping legislation, ensuring accountability and giving voice to the aspirations of the peoples we represent and serve. My mission will be to ensure that the AIPA Secretariat continues to service you all in fulfilling that role with honesty and dedication. I cannot begin this new journey without paying my most vibrant tribute to my predecessor, Her Excellency Siti Rozai Merianti Datu Haji Abdul Rahman. Over the past 3 years, she has led with extraordinary commitment, energy, dynamism, and vision. Under her stewardship, the Secretariat delivered the AIPA strategic plan, advanced the frameworks on women's political participation and leadership, and the ASEAN's guideline on responsible investment on food, agriculture, and forestry. Excellency, City and the Secretariat expanded ASEAN's outreach through the AIPA Roadshow, AIPA Cast, Model AIPA, and more. These are not only achievements, but lasting contributions to the strength and visibility of AIPA. To my predecessor, I extend my most sincere and profound admiration and my very best wishes for her future endeavors. Your legacy will continue to inspire us, and I will do my utmost to carry forward the work that you have led. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, allow me to share a personal note. From 1995 to 2003, I had the privilege of serving as first Cambodia senior official to the ASEAN Regional Forum and to the ASEAN senior officials meetings. During that time, I worked closely with respected some leaders from ASEAN member states. Those years taught me the enduring value of ASEAN's unity, dialogue, and consensus. From those experiences, I came to understand the importance of institutions such as AIPA, whose parliamentary voice ensures that ASEAN is grounded not only in agreements between governments, but also eloquently brought forward the aspirations of our people. I'm fully aware that the position of Secretary General is not merely administrative. It is strategic, for it represents the face and the essence of AIPA within and beyond our region. My guiding principle will be to serve AIPA with an ASEAN heart, placing the collective good of our community above all, and ensuring that the Secretariat remains firmly anchored in the AIPA statutes and mandates entrusted by our members. As my predecessor rightly emphasized, implementation requires ownership and active engagement from all member parliaments. I therefore look forward to working closely with all of you, Excellencies, for it is only through our collective efforts that we can give life to the mandates we fulfill and ensure that AIPA remains both responsive, relevant, and respected. Looking ahead, I wish to emphasize my deep commitment to supporting and collaborating with the House of Representatives of the Philippines as they assume the 47th AIPA presidency. Together with the Secretariat team, I will do my utmost to ensure the success of the leadership and to advance the efforts in advancing AIPA and ASEAN as a whole. In closing, I once again thank you, Excellencies, honorable speakers, for this trust. I look forward to working hand in hand with member parliaments and the national secretariats, with our observer parliaments and with our external partners to ensure that AIPA continues to grow as a dynamic, responsive, credible, and people-centered institution. Thank you, Excellencies.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Chamwidya. I'd like to invite His Excellency, Dr. Chamwidya, to now present a quick memento to the outgoing Secretary General. From the 7th Secretary General of AIPA to the 6th Secretary General of AIPA. Once again, thank you, His Excellency Dr. Chamwidya, and congratulations as the incoming Secretary General of AIPA. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with the transfer of office of the AIPA presidency. I once again have the honor of inviting the outgoing President of AIPA, His Excellency Tan Sri Dato Dr. Johari bin Abdul, and the Head of Delegation of the Philippines, the Honorable Raymond Democrito C. Mendoza, on behalf of the incoming President of AIPA, His Excellency Faustino Boji GD III, for the signing and handing over of the instrument of transfer, the gavel and the AIPA flag. As the various instruments of transfers are brought to the table, we invite both gentlemen to kindly place their signatures on the documentation first. And now the gavel that has done a lot of heavy hitting throughout the sessions to be handed over to the next President of AIPA. And the flag of AIPA will now be making its entrance into the hall to also complete the ceremony. To signify the completion of the transfer of office, once again, we invite His Excellency Tan Sri Dr. Johari bin Abdul to present the AIPA flag to the head of delegation of the Philippines, the Honorable Raymond Democrito C. Mendoza, on behalf of the incoming President of AIPA, His Excellency Faustino Boji D. III.
Together we drive to every low and voice in every nation. We make the choice and we try.
Thank you, Your Excellencies. And now I have the honor of inviting the Honorable Raymond Democrito C. Mendoza, Head of Delegation of the Philippines, to deliver the acceptance speech on behalf of His Excellency Faustino Boji D. III, the incoming President of AIPA.
Terima kasih. Magandang hapon. Good afternoon. Pilipinas, magsigaw kayo na mabuhay. Ready? Pilipinas! Mabuhay! Pilipinas! Mabuhay! Terima kasih, masalamat. Mabuhay, mabuhay, His Excellency Tan Sri Dato Dr. Johari bin Abdul, Speaker of the Dewan, Rakyat, and President of AIPA. Mabuhay, sir. Heads of delegation of AIPA member parliaments, Her Excellency, Architect City Rosemary, trying to get it, ma'am. Rosemary Dato Haji Abdul Rahman, Secretary General of AIPA, and to our incoming AIPA Secretary General, Senator Dr. Kem Widha. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Philippines, Honorable Faustino D. III, we stand before you today deeply honored and humbled by this privilege of assuming the presidency of AIPA. of the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly for the year 2026. This appointment is both an honor and a solemn responsibility, which we accept with gratitude, humility, and unwavering dedication to the principles and the aspirations that bind our region. Allow us first to convey my sincere appreciation to your gracious hosts here in Kuala Lumpur. The warmth of your welcome and the generosity of your hospitality have fostered unity, camaraderie, and shared purpose that so meaningfully reflect the enduring spirit of ASEAN. We are truly grateful. Maraming salamat. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency Tan Sri Dato Johari bin Abdul, whose leadership as President of AIPA has been marked by wisdom, integrity, steadfast commitment to our collective vision. Under your stewardship, sir, AIPA has grown stronger, its role as a pillar of regional dialogue and cooperation further affirmed. We thank you for your exemplary service and inspiration. And because of your leadership, sir, the delegates here are young, active, vibrant, energetic, and dynamic in that order. We also wish to express our deep appreciation to Her Excellency, Architect City, and I'll get it right, Jose Mary, Dato Haji Abdul Rahman, AIPA General Secretary, whose tireless dedication and exceptional stewardship continue to sustain and elevate the work of our Assembly. Your commitment to institutional continuity and parliamentary diplomacy ensures that AIPA remains an enduring force for regional harmony and progress. We also like to thank you, AIPA, and this is very personal to the Philippines, for the AIPA Distinguished Service Award to our former speaker, to our speaker, the 5-term speaker, Honorable Jose De Venecia. Our Speaker De Venecia is accompanied by his spouse, a member of Parliament and a chairman of the Inter-Parliamentary Relations, no other than Congresswoman Gina De Venecia. The theme of this year's General Assembly, Parliament at the Forefront of Inclusive Growth and Sustainable ASEAN, is both timely and resonant. It serves as a powerful reminder that our mandate as parliamentarians is not abstract, nor it is detached from the lives of the people we serve. We are their voice, and through our collective efforts, we must seek to embody their hopes and address their challenges and fulfill their aspirations. As we take on the responsibilities on AIPA presidency, we do so with firm resolve to advance this theme. Let us work together for truly inclusive growth, where the fruits of development are equitably shared by every family, every community, and every nation within ASEAN. Let us champion sustainability, not just as a passing agenda, but as a core responsibility and obligation to safeguard the well-being of future generations. The path ahead is not without complexity. We face mounting economic uncertainties, evolving environmental challenges, and rapidly shifting geopolitical landscape. Yet, history has shown that ASEAN is at most resilient when we meet challenges in solidarity. Our unity, thank you, our unity is not merely an aspiration, our aspiration. It is our strength and our promise. Let us therefore advance with courage and compassion. Let us lead with conviction, tempered with empathy, and let us always act not only as representatives of our respective parliaments, but as stewards of a shared and inclusive future for all peoples of ASEAN. With deep humility and profound sense of duty, we accept the honor of serving the presidency, the president of AIPA. We pledge to uphold the values of cooperation, mutual respect, and regional unity that define this esteemed body. And we commit to working closely together with each of you to ensure that our collective endeavors lead to more just, prosperous, and sustainable ASEAN. We look forward to welcoming you all to Manila next year. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Good afternoon. Philippines! Philippines! Thank you.
Thank you very much to the Honorable Raymond Democrito C. Mendoza, the head of delegation of the Philippines, delivering the speech on behalf of His Excellency Faustino Bojiji D. III, the incoming president of AIPA. After a speech of such gusto, exuberance, and dynamism in that order, we will now turn your attention, ladies and gentlemen, to the screens. As the upcoming host of the 47th General Assembly of AIPA, would like you to take a look at two very interesting videos. First up, we'd like to take you through the upcoming host 47th General Assembly of AIPA's video presentation.
At the break of dawn, the first light of Asia rises over the islands of the Philippines, a nation of more than 7,000 dreams, kissed by the Pacific, blessed by nature, and strengthened by its people. From the crystal waters of Palawan to the white sands of Boracay, to the towering cliffs of Siargao, every island is a story, every horizon a promise of wonder. Our landscapes are curved by nature's hand and by the devotion of our people. From the terraces of Banawe to the perfect cone of Mayon volcano. But beyond the beauty of the land is the soul of its people. A nation that celebrates life in colors and movement. In every festival, in every dance, in every song, the Filipino spirit shines. Resilient, joyful, and unbreakable. We open our homes. We share our tables. We welcome every guest not as a visitor, but as family. Our history lives in the walls of Intramuros, in the cobblestones of Vigan, in the stories of our ancestors passed down through generations. A heritage shaped by diversity, where East meets West, and where tradition meets modernity. Here, faith, culture, and identity blend into one vibrant nation. The true treasure of the Philippines is its people. Fishermen who greet the sea with hope. Farmers who nourish the land with care. Children whose laughter carries the promise of tomorrow. And in the halls of Congress, the hardworking and innovative members of the House of Representatives labor with equal dedication, ensuring that every law is crafted with wisdom, compassion, and vision. Laws that safeguard the dignity of the Filipino and open doors of opportunity for generations to come. Today, the Philippines opens its heart to ASEAN, to AIPA, to the nations of the world. Here, you will not only see beauty, you will feel it in the kindness of our people, in the richness of our culture, in the strength of our unity, and in the commitment of our leaders to shape a better future. This is the Philippines, a nation of beauty, of resilience, of hope, a partner in building an inclusive and sustainable ASEAN Parliament future. Philippines, a journey to remember, a home to return to.
Sure, we're all excited to visit the Philippines and to take you through the next exciting video. Once again, your attention to the screen.
Get ready, ASEAN. The Philippines proudly welcomes you to the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly 2026. From the heart of Tacloban's resilience to the white sands of Boracay, the vibrant culture of Cebu, and the dynamic spirit of Manila, the journey of unity begins here. Together, we walk the ASEAN path toward building inclusive and sustainable parliaments across the region. The Philippines and its legislature join this call, forging stronger bonds of partnership, growth, and cooperation. The Filipino people, known for their resilience, unity, and spirit of collaboration, warmly open their doors and hearts to the region, demonstrating the strength of a nation that rises and thrives together. Join us at AIPA 2026. Experience the Philippines. Celebrate the spirit of ASEAN unity. Together, let us shape a future that is inclusive and sustainable.
And with that, distinguished guests, excellencies, honorable delegates, I now have the honor of inviting His Excellency Tan Sri Dr. Johari bin Abdul, President of AIPA and Speaker of the House of Representatives of Malaysia, to deliver his closing remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. Excellencies, speakers, Her Excellency, Architect Siti Rosa Merianti, Datuk Haji Abdul Rahman, Secretary General of AIPA, distinguished parliamentarians, honorable delegates, ladies and gentlemen. As we draw the 46th AIPA General Assembly to a close, allow me, on behalf of the Parliament of Malaysia, to express my deepest appreciation for your active participation, valuable insights, and constructive engagements throughout the past days. When we first gathered here in Kuala Lumpur, I said this city does not host a mere assembly, but set a stage grounded by the desire of our people for peace, stability, and cooperation. Malaysia is honored to have chaired and hosted this assembly. Under our presidency, we place emphasis not only on resolutions, but on strengthening AIPA's branding, communications, and outreach, so that our work is visible and relevant to the peoples of ASEAN. Looking ahead, I call upon all ASEAN member parliaments to actively disseminate, adopt, and implement the substantive elements of our resolutions. It is equally vital that we strengthen and fully utilize AIPA's mechanism to monitor and report on progress, thereby ensuring that our contributions remains credible, transparent, and impactful. As President of AIPA, I extend my deepest appreciation to member parliaments, observer parliaments, dialogue partners, and our dedicated committees to their tireless contributions. I also warmly congratulate the Philippines, who will assume the presidency of AIPA for the 47th General Assembly. Malaysia pledges its full support as you carry forward our shared vision. May I also thank to all government officers, security personnel, and the management of the World Trade Center Kuala Lumpur for excellent service, the City Hall of Kuala Lumpur, and the Malaysian Airport for making all these things possible for the last few days. I was about to cry now. Where's Radhi? Where are you? Yeah, you are late. Come here. With that, I hereby declare the 46th AIPA General Assembly officially closed. Malaysia is honored to have served as host and president. And with great confidence, we now pass the torch to the Philippines. Thank you, and see you tonight at the dinner. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Tan Sri Dr. Johari bin Abdul.
Wise and proud from every sea, a vision shared to be the world where all of us
Excellencies, honorable delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to sum up our journey for the past few days, allow us now to direct your attention one final time to the screen as we present to you the highlights of the 46th General Assembly of AIPA. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of the 46th General Assembly of AIPA. On behalf of the Parliament of Malaysia, I would like to express our sincere appreciation and heartfelt gratitude to all the delegates, all members of the various parliaments in attendance for your cooperation, commitment, and valuable contributions. Thank you all for joining us here in beautiful Malaysia. We hope you enjoy your dinner. Sekian wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And we will see you at the 47th AIPA. Over to the Philippines it is.
Voices rise, we shape our future, wise and bright. From every sea, a vision shared, to build a world where all of us are heard. From halls of the power to fields we sow, together we thrive.